was the most charismatic man on earth? Well, it was Richard Burton. Now they say it's JFK Jr., maybe so, but Richard Burton, wow, what a horoscope. Look at this. This is a powerful horoscope. Okay, he had a Scorpio rising, and that means Mars and Pluto are the ancient, well, the modern and the ancient rulers of his chart. If you look in his horoscope, his Mars sits with Pluto in the sign of Pisces, in the 5th house of acting. This is the house where you want your planets to be if you really want to be into, be an actor. This is the house of stage to me. Pageantry, it's a Leo's house, okay? His sun was there. This is where he's shown. He has Sun Pluto. Yes, he did Hamlet. He was a Sun Pluto people constantly live with death on their shoulder, much like Carlos Castaneda or Don Juan, and they're very intrigued with power and mythics. You know what's really interesting also about Sun Pluto people is that they're iconoclastic. That means that they shatter idols and images, and they bring people down to where they belong. They say, listen, up there, you come down here because guess what? And they expose them is one thing. And that's kind of what I like to do because I'm Sun Pluto too. Okay, he has very powerful energy shown here, and Jupiter, the great benefic, sits with his Mercury, gifted as a communicator. Forceful. Mercury is in Aries. Yes, he was dramatic and forceful. Wonderful. His Venus sits with a North Node. The North Node represents your connections to the planet. Venus there means the world loves you. Now, wow. On the midheaven is Leo. Show business, theater, film, all of that stuff works so well for him. But why was his life so difficult? Ooh, so much talent, so much charisma. All this Pisces energy down here, which I find adorable. Well, check it out. When you have too many planets in the 5th house, you can have too much fun, too, is what happens. Usually that's a Jupiter problem. Yes, he did have a Moon-Jupiter opposition, so he had a lot of cravings. The Moon is what you desire. If Jupiter is afflicting it, you have a lot of desires, what we call a hungry moon. And also, he had Jupiter on the Sun and Mercury. This is somebody who likes to live large and have a good time. He was probably very generous, I can tell, from looking at his horoscope. He suffered bouts of depression because the Moon is opposed to Neptune. It means I feel emotionally isolated. What I need is not always there for me. And the major problems here are Uranus square to the Sun and Mercury. Lots of upsets, lots of shocking things. The guy who liked to be reckless, who liked to live on the edge, and he did that a lot through drinking. He had Sun Neptune, Mercury Neptune. Well, it shows a love of the arts and of drama and music, but Sun Neptune people often want to escape, and it also can be a sign of somebody who could be a drug addict or an alcoholic. Oh man, you see, this is where people have been calling me up lately and asking me, can you tell me what my path is? Can you tell me what my destiny is? Well, let me just tell you right now, your destiny is what you make it. The horoscope may tell you what the tendencies are, but your will, what you want to do with it, that's really what your future is about. So anyway, there were a lot of challenges shown in his horoscope, but he was one dynamic guy. I have to tell you too, he had a Venus-Mars conjunction connected to the North Node. And what this means is that the world sees me as the sexiest man on earth. Wow. Somebody told me that they actually met him, and wow.